Hey, what is up? Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckatini coming at you. And what I got for you tonight is I'm trying to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to show you my notes so you can kind of read along with me. I don't think you can see my face, but what I got for you today is the top 10 Arkansas Razorbacks when we played the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, first off, a lot of people are on Coach Pittman and saying we need to get rid of him and everything, but I'm totally against that. I'm totally 100% behind Coach Pittman. I think you can see my notes here. I think he called a great game. He had us in the game in the fourth quarter with a big chance to win. I thought he took those early field goals. He took points when they were there. He didn't have any bad fourth down calls. He tried to manage the game to get us in the fourth quarter to win it, and that's what we did. I thought he coached a really good game. Now, on offense, there are some things I wish we would work on. I'm 100% behind Dan Enos, too. When he left Arkansas, he ended up the quarterback coach at Alabama. He did good at Arkansas when he had the Allen brothers. I think he's good. I think maybe the players we have don't fit him exactly great, and he's trying to mold and do stuff. But I'm behind him. I'd love to see him throw the ball down the field more. I'm tired of these 1 yard passes. I'm not saying fire him, though. Let's stretch the ball down the field. Let's throw the ball down the field. You have Isaiah Satang I'll talk about here in a minute, but I'd also like to see us roll KJ out more. Roll him out. Guys, I used to do this all the time when I was a head football coach. It's not hard. I could teach him how to do it. Roll him to the right or to the left, and then he has a run-pass option. Okay? It's easy to block. Trust me. I've done it many times before. They need to roll him out and get the ball to Satanga more. Clearly he is one of our best weapons. He is one of our fastest guys, and I'd love to see him and throw the ball to him down the field. Why are we not seeing him on a post? Just anything to get him the ball. Okay. Now, excuse me. And that little here on 2D, I say, quit throwing that slant off the fake zone run play. It's too tight of a window. It is. KJ has a really hard time completing that pass, and that's the one that got intercepted against Texas A&M. I don't know why they don't stretch that more to a post, have that receiver run about a 10-yard post in there. It gives a little bit more time, and also quit throwing it to the right. KJ's got to fake it and flip his feet all the way around and throw it. There's just not enough time in there. If he's going to do it a quick slant, he needs to throw the ball to the left, not to the right. It just don't make sense. But I'm tired of that play. I wish they'd quit running it. There's too much risk, not enough reward. Tesla about got his head taken off on that play. Quit running that thing. I don't like it. Also, the running backs, they have to hit the hole harder. I mean, that zone read is too slow. My goodness, it's like we're in slow-mo. And the defense is rushing all around us, coming at us, and it's like we're going super slow-mo there. We got to speed that up. I don't know why we go so slow on that. That's ridiculous. Speed it up. But anyway, all that being said, about the offense, I still think Enos is going to be good. He just needs to open it up a little bit more, I think. And they're trying to manage the game, stay close. I know. I've been there. I've been at teams where I didn't have the talent the other teams did. You just try to keep it simple and stay close as you can and hopefully have a chance to win at the end. But anyway, now defense. I think they did a really good job with so many injuries that they had. Glothren was in and out. Jalen Braxton was out. I mean, those are our two top corners. They did a really good job. Our defensive line, like I said that morning, I did the 5 keys to victory. And I said we need to attack at left tackle. He's a true freshman and really struggled all year long. Has not really had a good game yet. And boy, did Landon Jackson really took advantage of him. I think he got, 4 sacks. Really huge game for him. We did have some blown coverages. Man, that hurts. We get up 6-0, and then we give up a big, huge touchdown pass. And that was one of the things I said. We can't give up the chunk plays. We got to make Alabama run a bunch of plays. And we didn't do that. We did give up some big chunk plays. But I think defense played good, kept us in it. I knew they would. I knew we'd be right there with it. If you watch my videos, I've told you that. The coach is doing a great job. We got to get behind him and help him out. Help us recruit and get some better players, get some good players in. And so anyway, I am totally behind Coach Pittman. I thought they did a good job. Now, here are my top 10. I'm off my soapbox now. Number 10 was linebacker Antonio Greer. He's a redshirt senior from Atlanta, Georgia, and he transferred in from South Florida. He had 7 tackles, and 2 of those were stop tackles, which means that that ended drives. So he ended 2 drives. He did have 1 quarterback hurry. He had a 66 overall grade defensively and had a 73% pass rush grade. Okay. Number 9 is safety Jaden Johnson Jr. from Cedartown, Georgia. One thing I'll say about Jaden here in a second, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Jaden had 2 tackles. He had 1 stop tackle, and I'm going to tell you now, he'll come and hit you. He'll hit you hard, too. Every game, he's just laying licks out there. Boy, he's a hitter. I like that. I think he's going to be our next big safety. He's just a junior, so he'll be back next year. Hopefully, we've had Atwater and Kanoy Kennedy and Ken Hamlin and Cameron Curl, and there's others, too, that we've had, but I think he's going to be one of the better ones, too. I think he'll have a chance to go in the NFL, probably get drafted. He's playing real well. I love to see him. He'll lay the wood to you. He'll hit you. We need that. Now, it was in coverage, too. His guy that he was covering had 5 targets, and he allowed 0 catches. He had 2 passes broken up. He did have a 67 overall grade, 80% tackling grade, and he was 74 grade in run defense. So Jaden had a really good game. I really like him. He's coming on good. All right, number 8 was safety Alfahim Walcott. He's a senior from Wilmington, North Carolina, transferred in from Baylor. He had 4 tackles, a 68% overall grade, 83% tackling grade, 68 run defense, 68 in coverage. So you see, these safeties can help against the run and the pass. Okay, he played in the box, he played free safety, and he played in the slot. So he had to do a lot of things. We had a lot of injuries, so these guys had to play out of position a lot of times. And that defense did a great job of just hanging in there, hanging in and making it a game. All right, number 7. Believe it or not, guys, we have 2 offensive linemen that play in the top 10. Okay, some of them are playing pretty well. Center Bo Limmer, redshirt senior from Tyler, Texas. He had a 68% overall grade, 59 pass blocking, which is not very good, but he had a 68% run blocking. He did have 97% pass blocking efficiency. That means that in all the pass plays, he had 2 of them where he had 2 bad plays. And so his efficiency rating was actually 97%. As far as giving up sacks is what that shows there. And he was our best run blocker versus Alabama. So Bo's doing a good job, And I was happy when Pittman moved him out somewhere else. My center was always a guy that maybe wasn't the best blocker. He would just get us a good snap and kind of be able to reach linebackers and stuff. But it apparently didn't work out. Coach Pittman knows a lot more about offensive line than I do. And, guys, I hope y'all know if he was not at Arkansas, he'd be at Alabama. He'd be at Georgia. I mean, he's a great coach. And I think he's learning as head coach, and he's still going to be getting better. We just need to stay behind him. Number 6 was right guard Josh Braun. He's redshirt junior from Live Oak, Florida. He's been on the list a couple times this year. He had a 68% overall grade, 80% pass blocking, 66% run blocking, and he had 100% pass blocking efficiency because he didn't give up any sacks or anything, so he did a great job there. He was our best pass blocker. So, there Limmer and Josh Braun both had very good games there. All right, number 5 was wide receiver Andrew Armstrong, redshirt senior from Dallas, Texas. He transferred in from Texas A&M over at Commerce, Texas, I believe. I always get that wrong. I can't remember. I need to look that up better. Anyway, Andrew had 4 catches for 48 yards. He had a 70% overall grade. He had 75% pass game grade. And he had 0 drops, which is very good. Caught everything they threw to him. That's good as you can do. So good game by Andrew there. I would like to see him throw the ball down the field a little bit more to him. He averaged about 12 yards per catch. I'd like to see that go up a little bit. All right, number 4, defensive tackle Eric Gregory, redshirt senior from Memphis, Tennessee. He had 2 tackles, 1 quarterback hit, 1 quarterback hurry. He had a 70% overall grade, 73% tackling grade, and he had a 70% in pass rushing grade. So did a good job there of holding Alabama down a little bit. Great job. Excuse me. Number 3 was linebacker Jaheim Thomas, redshirt junior from Cincinnati, Ohio, transferred in from the Cincinnati Bearcats. He had 4 quarterback hurries. He had 7 tackles, and 4 of those were stop tackles, which means he stopped 4 drives. He had 74% overall grade. He had 87% pass rush grade, so did a real good job of blitzing rushing. He had 84% tackling grade, excuse me. So very good game by Jaheim Thomas once again. All right, number 2, like I was telling you, our defensive end, Landon Jackson. He's a junior from Texarkana, Texas. Is right next to where I'm from. And he transferred in from LSU. He's from Pleasant Grove High School. He had 4 sacks, which is unbelievable. 4 sacks. Holy moly. He had 1 quarterback hit. He had 7 tackles. He had 10 stop tackles, which some of those sacks were stop tackles, of course. That's how he got 10 stop tackles. He had the top grade on defense. He had a 78% overall grade, 82% tackling, 73% pass rush, and 72% run defense. So very good job by Landon Jackson. Did a great job and did what I said they had to do to keep them in the game. Did a good job there. All right. Number 1 is a guy who I keep saying need to get the ball. A lot of people are saying it, not just me. Get him down the field. Get him the ball. So number 1 was wide receiver Isaiah Satang, a redshirt freshman from Fayetteville, Arkansas. He had 2 catches, only 2 catches for 19 yards, but did score a touchdown. Great catch there in the end zone. We've got to get him the ball more and get him down the field. He had 60 all-purpose yards, which led the team, and 86% offensive grade, and 84% grade in the passing game. And he caught his 2 targets. He was targeted twice. He caught them. He almost also, guys, I keep saying, I hear Coach Pittman, and now I'm behind Coach Pittman, but I don't always agree with everything, that, sometimes he don't play because of his blocking. But against Alabama, he was very close to having the highest pass blocking grade of all the receivers. It was like within tenths of a point of him having the highest blocking grade. So he's out there and trying. He's working at it. We just need to get him on the field and get him down the field and get the ball in his hands. Now, that's what I say here. I do not understand why they do not use him more. I don't understand it. Get him on the field. Throw the ball down the field to him. Like I was saying earlier, they got to get him down the field and get it to him. And, I would love to see that. But like I say, I'm behind Coach Pittman. I'm behind Dan Enos. The defensive staff's doing a very good job. Offensive staff's doing good. They're recruiting good, guys. Even after all this mess we've been going through, all the fans on us, on Coach Pittman, we're still having in the top 20 recruiting class. I mean, come on, let's get behind Coach Pittman. Let's see how they finish. As old Frank Broyles said, everybody remembers in November. It's how you finish. None of these teams could take that 4-game schedule we have. I think it's the 10th toughest schedule in college football. And I think it'll keep going up because Missouri's played well. They're up there. Florida wins some more. So anyway, the 10th toughest schedule. There's not many teams in college football that could go to that 4-game schedule like we just got out of and play as good as we did, have a chance to win every game, guys. Every game we were in it. Texas A&M's won. You might say, well, we got beat by 12, but we were right there in it. They scored late, and made it look a little bit worse what it was. But anyway, I'm telling you, there's not many teams in college football that could have gone through that. Let's see how they finish. We got 4 games left. Let's finish strong. That's all I got, guys. I say let's just finish strong and go Hogs.